The gear I use to make content has changed. In this video we're going to see exactly what I use to make the videos you see on the channels. Let's get into it. So first things first, the backpack. I'm using a backpack now, only one, instead of using a camera bag as well. So yeah, I keep the camera bag around, but I don't really use it on a daily basis. The main goal with this setup was to be able to make content from anywhere. Just grab the rucksack in the morning when I'm going out the door, and if I feel like making video throughout the day, I can set up the camera and that's it. I'm filming currently on my Canon 700D and Rode Video Micro alongside a big tripod, and that works fine for when I'm here inside doing whatever. But when I'm out and about, I wanted to be the most compact setup going, so I sold the Mac Mini and just, in general, just switched away from a lot of things. I want to condense down my setup. That was the main goal with this, and I think I succeeded. Let's go into the backpack. So the front pocket is all about adapters and cables and things like that I might need. So we have hard drive cables because my editing machine, which we'll talk about later, does only have USB Type-C now. Gives you a hint, but yeah, I'm still on a Mac and I've switched to a Mac. Next we have our Usbc dongle. This has 3 USB 3.0s, 2 SD card slots, 1 micro SD and 1 full-sized, and a HDMI. So plenty of ports and options there. I don't need anything else other than this. An Ethernet port would be nice to have on this thing, maybe an USB Type-C would be nice on this, but for the most part I'm really happy with how it goes. Next I have also in here, I have a T or S cable for my headphones, so when I'm editing or I just don't want to use Bluetooth, I have that alongside a lightning cable to USB-C because all the accessories that I use are either lightning or USB Type-C. So I have the flexibility of knowing that I can charge with that stuff with a lightning cable to USB-C, or my MacBook charger, which is a USB Type-C to Type-C along with a 35 watt brick. So I can charge everything to one brick. Going into the main compartment of the rucksack itself. This is a big one. I need to be able to make videos from anywhere because I plan to go traveling. I plan to just not be around stuck here all the time. So I don't actually have access to a monitor the whole time. I don't have access to a bigger screen and that kind of thing. So I need to be able to edit quickly. And my last laptop was slowing me down a bit in that regard. So I switched things up. Let's start off with the tripod I'm using. So this tripod, it's a mini tripod, it fits in my rucksack really well and it's extended up pretty much a lot. I actually use this a ton around here even when I don't want to lug this big tripod around. And it is an Amazon Basics tripod, basically the cheapest of the cheap, only £12 sterling, free postage because Prime. And yeah, it does the job wonderfully. It has a tilt head and you can go around nicely, but it does the job for what I need it to do. Next, we also have my phone stand, so I can attach my phone to the tripod and just film anywhere on that. Now the quality isn't as good when I'm not using the main camera that I have here, but it's 4K, it has decent autofocus, and it's my iPhone, so realistically, it works just fine, so it does. And that's why I like that. It just works for me. I don't have to lug around a big heavy camera because I was doing that before. I was lugging around a big heavy tripod and honestly I've just gotten sick of it. Now let's talk storage. These are Western Digital Elements drives and I've talked about these before in the past. Brilliant drives. One's a 2 terabyte drive and one's a 1 terabyte drive, and it just does the job brilliantly. You can get them up to 5 terabytes. So if you're in need of storage, I recommend these. They're very affordable, that kind of thing. Now my main over-ears of choice are the Sony Wh Xb900n. I've also talked about these in the past. They have noise cancellation, not the best, but they have noise cancellation. They have transparency mode and, well, active noise cancellation and transparency mode as Apple would call them. They have left and right ear cup and they're comfortable to wear for long periods of time. Of course they also charge with Type-C, which I really appreciate. As well, I also have and this doesn't necessarily come with me all the time, but it's nice to have in case something were to happen that I want to film, my DJI Osmo Mobile 3. Still don't know why I bought it, to be honest, because I don't use it as often as I thought I would. Now we're going to go on to the iPad of choice. Now I've changed up my iPad setup. This is a budget iPad 9th gen, and it does the job what I need it to do, you know, does everything, and I carry on an Apple Pencil as well to take notes. And yeah, it's pretty much my only note-taking device, and I consume content on it, but honestly, don't get as much use out of it as I thought I would. Finally, the MacBook of choice. Yes, I'm switched over to a MacBook, and pretty much the reason I switched to a MacBook is because I got a steal of a deal. These cost me $949 instead of $1,250, and of course it's M1, so there's the boot up feature. You can use Touch ID, a 7-core GPU, not the 8-core, and it has a 256GB storage drive. So even when I'm on the go, I can still edit a lot of videos, you know, slim portable form factor, and I've tried to break this thing and it doesn't work. The microphones are incredible on this thing, the battery's incredible on this thing, and of course, like, I just feel like it's gonna last way longer than what I was using beforehand. And the Mac Mini was fine, but I was very limited because it was a desktop, and unless you know you're going to be working from a desk all the time in an office, it's great. But if you're someone like me who's a student on the go, the instant wait features, the trackpad is just gigantic, and the keyboard, can't go wrong with it. And that's why I use the MacBook Air for editing my videos with Final Cut Pro. Yes, Final Cut Pro, I'm off Premiere now, but I've been getting really good performance and I have no complaints. 7-core GPU model and 8-core GPU model, there isn't really a difference when you think about it, but yeah, that's why I used to edit the videos. And that's it, video. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. What setup do you use if you're a content creator that makes content on the go or whatever it is? All that and more in the comment section below. My name's Connor, catch you next time.